Evening, everybody. How's everyone doing today? We'll give everyone a few minutes to roll in here. Hey Rose, how's it going? How's your day been? Hey Dat Boy Jukes. Yeah, just hanging in there. Just trying to hang in there. That's all I'm trying to do. We're not gonna go crazy long tonight because I'm like almost out of battery. So good, just been studying and playing with the dogs. Nice. It's good to hear. Dogs are great. Yeah, it's been really warm today. I filled up my water bottle. I'm on my third water bottle today. I also rocked shorts most of the day. I just changed like 45 minutes ago. I'm officially in the Marvel Rivals program today, by the way, guys, if you guys had not looked in the Marvel Rivals channel in Discord. Finished my onboarding, signed all the thingies I gotta sign. It took a year. I literally started playing that game a year ago on Saturday. It's so cool, man. But now I'm stuck outside. I was in the top 10 on Friday in streaming minutes. Because it was Friday was the beginning of a brand new season. And I streamed 10 hours on Friday. And then I went to bed on Friday night and I woke up 5 hours later and I refreshed the streaming thing and I went from 8 in the top 10 to 10th in the top 10. I'm not even in the top 10 anymore, obviously. I've been outside since Saturday, so. But I think we got a little plan together. I don't know. Once I get inside, we'll try to see if we can put that plan into motion a little bit. But yeah, just been a long couple of days. Finally ran into the skunk. This skunk has a route. I kind of think I got the route down. And luckily the place I have been crashing at is not along his route, I don't think. Yeah, skunks are not cool. Not cool at all. Stinks. But we will be staying in Long Beach no matter what, inside or outside, for the next few weeks, it looks like. I'm trying to make my life easier so I'm not having to pull a 400-pound wagon all over the place. Trying to put myself in a position where I can start maybe taking some buses. But I spent most of the morning just getting everything all taken care of. They have within the Marvel Rivals Discord, which has 4 million people in it, they have a series of channels for those of us that were specifically invited to join this program. So that's it's kind of a nice benefit. So you can kind of talk to and collaborate with people that are on your level a little bit easier. Yeah. They're mostly doing it to churn out more content. I think they lost a lot of creators. I think they lost a lot of people. And I think they're just trying to grow their audience again. And you got Avengers Doomsday coming out in like 5 months. So, Dat Boy Jukes, I'm currently solo queuing. I'm just solo queuing to Celestial 3 though. Once I get to Celestial 3, I'm gonna start doing more like team stuff. I'm kind of frustrated sometimes when it comes to like learning something, and like I'm not just like learning how to play the game, I'm like learning how to play the game. And I didn't play Overwatch or anything before. I played a little Overwatch before, but I find it easier for me to learn solo queue without the mic all the time. Especially at lower lobbies, like in silver, gold, and platinum. I feel like a lot of people don't actually know what they're talking about. I play like this, so you should do this. I feel like it's a lot of that. But yeah, I've solo queued to Crimson in Call of Duty on Xbox. Hardwired, not on Wi-Fi. So like, I know that I can game at those levels, and I think I'm just trying to prove to myself this time that I can learn the strategic nuances of this particular game. And then also, the other thing that I made the mistake with Call of Duty, and this is no shame on anyone that I play with in Call of Duty, because there's more Call of Duty coming in September for me. I'm really excited about another studio connection I just made. But I feel like I kind of just started playing with whoever, and I feel like I got stuck in like the general rank as everyone else. Because when you're playing with everybody, you just get muddled in the mix. I want to be playing with people in higher rank, and that means I got to push myself more than a normal person would to enjoy the higher rank. So I think that's why solo queue works for me. You feel that? You went from first-person shooters and BRs into rivals, and you fucking lost the first couple months. You know, I think in hindsight, looking back, I downloaded Marvel Rivals in May of 2025, and I didn't touch it until June 13th of 2025. So it was like on my system for like 3 weeks before I touched it. I didn't really get into it until July of 2025, and I didn't make it a goal to like try to pursue partner until like August sometime. I should have played more ranked. I don't think I started playing comp until season 3.5, maybe season 4. Yeah, so Dat Boy Jukes, I just got my sponsor for my game. I love DMZ. We are gonna have to, so 30% of my content must be Marvel Rivals now. Must be Marvel Rivals now, guys. There's opportunity here, so we gotta do this the right way. I'm gonna make the other stuff about me, and then I'm gonna make the other 30% about Call of Duty. You will probably, let's assume I'm like housed in September. You'll get 3 full days, 8 to 10 hour streams of Marvel Rivals, and like 2 to 3 days of 8 to 10 hour streams of just DMZ. And then when I'm done playing DMZ on stream, I'm gonna turn off my stream and I'm gonna play another 6 hours of DMZ. Kind of, Dat Boy Jukes. It kind of comes in sprints. So right now the problem is I'm not indoors. I just unlocked this crazy opportunity, and I'm spending more time outside than I think I ever have along this process. And I'm trying to figure out how we can get indoors and get more streams in and kind of figure that part out. This also comes with some opportunity to learn more things, earn some more like giveaway stuff that I can do so I can give out free shit. I think what I'm going to do moving forward is a 50-50 split on my rewards with the community, because they want our stuff dressed up too. I also want my shit dressed up. So I'll be able to give away, I think, 1,000 units, maybe as early as this weekend. I'm still checking my email. But then the way they're doing this, the reward system for this new program, is you don't get your new rewards again until the following month. Giveaways are very effective, Natalie. Yeah. I've had one person offer in the past, but I think I want to do it in a way that it's like beneficial to another business. So like if you're like a local like restaurant, I would love for like, you want to buy me 5 digital e-gift cards to Target and give away Target gift cards, I would love to do that with you, but I would love to also shout out your business for contributing to a giveaway and hopefully have that lean over time into a little bit of success. Obviously, I don't have a large audience right now, but as per Marvel Rivals, absolutely, because people that are watching you play Marvel Rivals also play Marvel Rivals. So like, when they see you have the cool skins, they want to have the cool skins. Yeah, there's really cool ways to do that. I did just get some lattice from them for joining the program. I need some for myself, but I'm trying to figure out how I can maybe send that out to people, because I know you can, but I'm also on console. It's kind of complicated. But yeah, we're gonna do giveaway stuff. I think if I can muster it, I think I might coordinate with someone in the community and see if like maybe next season, we're in season 8. We just started season 8.5. So season 9, maybe see if I can do a battle pass giveaway. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool to be able to do something like that. And then of course we had the swimsuit stuff coming out this weekend. Volume 3 of the swimsuit edition. A bunch of perverts playing that game. I wanted to say it because I play that game and I love the swimsuit stuff. I also love that they're putting all the dudes in Speedos. Spider-Man's gonna be in a Speedo. Mr. Fantastic's gonna be in a Speedo. They're putting Doctor Strange in a Speedo. Daredevil's going into a Speedo. We don't do swim trunks in Marvel Rivals. Speedos only. Those are all the dudes. Yeah, those are all the dudes. And then Emma and White Fox are getting some very elegant... I'm not a pervert. They're actually getting... White Fox and Emma Frost are actually getting some very elegant swimsuit edition costumes. Like, very, like, country club-esque. I know you do. But I don't think I'm going to be doing all the swimsuit ones. I want to be able to get you guys some more rewards and people in the community that play the game some rewards. So I think I'm just going to focus on the events, because the events are fun. May as well do them. But I'll use my rewards definitely on White Fox, because I'm a White Fox Lord. It is very nice. We're having a very nice sunset. It's not quite there yet. But yeah, we got some cool ones coming out this season. The biggest thing is that a lot of the characters they're releasing new swimsuit edition ones for are not characters that I play. I don't play Black Widow. I don't play Daredevil. I don't play Loki or Lady Loki. Is it cooling off a little? It's kind of chilly. It's just windy right now, so. But yeah, pretty huge temperature swings from day to evening right now, just because of the heat wave. But yeah, the only and I don't play Spider-Man, and I don't play Mr. Fantastic, so the only characters that they're releasing new swimsuit costumes for, that I play, are Cloak and Dagger, that's my main, and then Emma Frost, Doctor Strange, I'm Lords with both of them, and then White Fox, so there's only 4. You know, Dat Boy Jukes, I gotta be real, man. I don't think I'll be getting into a place anytime soon. My bank statement's going to be here on Thursday, and when I turn that into the city, I'll probably hold off until Monday or Tuesday turning that in for the month into the city, but when I get that, it's going to drop my budget down to probably yeah, Natalie, this window is like, this is why I always tell people to temper expectations. I've had access to this benefit since like the second week I've been homeless. It is not a benefit that is available to a lot of people. It has to be earned, and it is not easy to use. It is not easy to use at all, especially when you're a person that's homeless that has an eviction on your record. Evictions are temporary. You can get them removed and everything gets cleared up and it's all gravy. But until you take care of it, it's a huge, huge hamper on you getting into a unit. The other thing is it's based off of your income, and I have been receiving almost no help. since April. So I got a huge contribution in April, and that kind of helped make up for some things on that end. But the reality is that went out the window when Roxy got sick. So this is going to be for May, and this is going to be a huge hit. I don't even think I'll qualify for $600. So if I had been able to stay indoors a little bit more over the last week and a half or so, I think I probably could have maybe drummed something up, but it just didn't happen. So, well, you have to be able to afford rent in this area, and this is not an affordable area. Studios kind of start around a G, if not a little bit more. And yeah, it's all based off of your income. So the Long Beach Housing Authority assesses based off of your income how much you can afford. The problem is the city's assessment and the property manager, private equity property manager assessments are very different. Property managers want you to have want only a third of your income to be going towards rent, whereas the city says you can be putting half of your income towards your rent. So two very different metrics. But even going off of what the city will let me use, it's not going to be enough. In addition, it has to be a unit. I have to be on the lease. If I'm not on the lease, there's nothing happening. And then you have to allow someone from the city health department to come in and inspect the unit, and that is a no-go for a lot of the people trying to get someone in on a bargain. They don't want someone from the city to come in and look into their business. So there's just been a lot of weird obstacles. I thought it would be easier without the dog, and it kind of was. You were able to find more units, but the eviction still holds you back. So this was kind of the window, and I just haven't been inside enough to do anything about it. I have to really watch my battery power when I'm outside if I'm gonna stay connected to people. You guys gotta remember, people are usually in this position for years. The fastest I have ever heard anyone getting out of homelessness like this is 18 months, and I am coming up on 19 months. And the fastest I've heard of is 18. So, yeah, so I don't really know. Like, there was a lot more help coming in before, and obviously there hasn't been any help coming in lately. I'm not wanting to turn my content into the ask for help machine. So when help comes, it comes. When it doesn't come, it doesn't come. And that's fine. That's always been the attitude I've had. But yeah, we're at a point where I recognize that if I'm not indoors a little bit more, I'm probably going to miss out on this gaming opportunity. But I don't see a path really on getting the unit in the current window here. We'd have to pretty much get everything's paperwork signed by Thursday or Friday this week, and even then, they're not getting their money until 3 or 4 weeks later. The city pays the landlord directly. So what could change by then? So, yeah, it's just, yeah. Just get indoors whenever I can and try to stream when I can to stay on top of things. I'm kind of in trouble right now because I'm low on battery, but like if I can make videos and stuff a little bit here and there while I'm out here, I think that's beneficial too. Yeah, just do what we can. Life is expensive, life is hard. I could just like develop a drug habit. That's the craziest part about this whole thing. That is the wildest part about this whole thing, is to think about how if I was an addict, you guys, and I got into a program and I graduate from that program, if you exceed in the programs, they will give you a Section 8 voucher. That very voucher that I'm on the wait list for, that I'm waiting years for. If you have an addiction and you can successfully complete a certain accredited program that's sponsored by the city, they'll give you a Section 8 voucher. So you can go get yourself some housing and start working. But when you're clean, you don't have any addictions and like you don't qualify for anything. I don't even have an alcohol issue. So like there's nothing that they could help me with. And unfortunately I've tested negative on everything, so like you can't go send like if they went and tested me now and all of a sudden I tested positive for something, they'd be like, wait, what the hell's going on now? Yeah. So yeah, it's just, yeah. So tonight, I've been hungrier lately, which is both good and bad. Historically, I've not had much of an appetite through this experience. I think actually using my prescription may have been a good decision. I think it's helping me there a little bit more and getting more fuel into my system. But I just had some food to eat earlier this morning. I think I'm gonna go meander over. I don't know. I just used that Panera gift card the other day. I just go over to McDonald's tonight and just try to get something for dinner. I do need to try to get inside this week for a few nights. I need to get things charged, shower. Speaking of, I don't have appointments tomorrow, but the city people popped by today and they were kind enough to bring some goodies. And they're very thorough when they come and give you things. So I got some wipes to clean my body with from the city homies. And then I got some other things too. Because apparently, again, they're thorough about us being safe out here. I tried to explain that I did not need those things. But they really insisted on me having them. So if any random women walk by, we're prepared. But yeah, so I was able to kind of get cleaned up a little bit today, and that was really, really nice to just use those little body wipe things. And I thought it was like a really big pack. I thought there was like a whole bunch of them in there, but it's just 8 of them. They're just like really thick body wipe pads, I guess. But yeah, so no counseling this week. My counselor is out of the office this week. So I just met with the homies, the regular homies, said hi. Heard the whole "we really need to get you inside" thing. So we have one more shot at transitional housing, and they said usually in about 3 or 4 months we can expect to hear back. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't think I'm gonna make it another week or 2. And that was the main reason they showed up today. I forgot to initial a line last week, I guess. But again, they come to me. I don't go to them. It's very nice. I'm gonna flip my camera around very briefly. You're gonna see a girl wandering around off in the distance. You see that girl wandering around off in the distance? Somehow she became my responsibility. I'm really, really trying to be patient with her. But I don't do drugs, guys. I don't really know how to help someone that does. But yeah, once I get inside again next time, I got like a little rough plan. I think I can maybe work with about 2 or 3 people. Yeah, I have a couple dollars. I'm good for dinner tonight, and then I think I'm okay for breakfast tomorrow morning. And then I'll need more help after that. But tonight's number 3 outside, so I need to try to find a way to get inside somehow. I'm starting to run out of people I can kind of reach out to. The good news is the place that I'm going to be going to in the future is a little bit cheaper. Like $9 to $11, I think, cheaper. And it's in town, so if it's during business hours, I'll be able to get rides to and from, which is going to be really helpful. And then, of course, I'll make a vlog when I get inside again. I just can't do that outside. And then, yeah, shit, I don't know what's happening, guys. I don't really know what's all going to be coming about from all this. Things have been really, really tight lately. Oh, thank you so much, Natalie. I appreciate that. I'm not too far. I can get there in an evening. Like in a few hours. But McDonald's, I'm about 1.5 miles. But yeah, the place I would stay at a lot further. The plan, I'm going to be very, very careful about how I say this because I actually need to go to, I think I found a place to work. Very, very limited window of hours. But I think I found a place to work. But I need to do some things and make some arrangements. The city's trying to help me with something. They said they would help. I talked to them today. They're going to try to help me with a temporary storage solution so that I can test out this solution before we invest in it. But I need to get down to downtown Los Angeles to see if this is actually viable. I called on Saturday and it sounds like this is pretty reasonable. I need to talk to the person that operates the space to see like how much streaming is allowed, can I be loud? I need to ask some of those types of questions. I also need to check the bandwidth. But I have an idea. Really, 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 really small baby steps. I think we are constantly, myself and then as a community, I think we're constantly trying to take too big of a bite out of finding a solution. I think our solution needs to be smaller steps. And I think finding a place where I can work whilst being homeless and maybe transition away from the homelessness and just transition a little bit more into the digital nomadness of this experience some more. And I think some of that will make things easier. I think a big component of this though is going to be ensuring that like my precise locations, I think moving forward need to remain ambiguous. I think if I'm going to start getting some sleep, I think I need to start feeling safe in the environment that I'm sleeping in. And I've just had so many problems, both outside and with like people kind of harassing me in the spots when I've been inside. But I got a little bit of a plan kind of a cooking here that's a little bit more of a smaller baby steps to help me try to feel a little bit more comfortable. And if we can put this together in the right way when I'm not inside of a motel, I can just have my backpack with me with maybe an extra days of clothes and my toiletries. And then we'll just keep it with a laptop and we'll just kind of keep it at that. and then I would have my things stay somewhere else. And I think that would make things a lot easier for me on the day-to-day front, on just, you know, not having to pull 350, 400 pounds around town. Having just a backpack so I can hop on and off the bus and actually get to places where I can go work. And, you know, I can go into like, you know, a Panera or a Starbucks, but I'm really only comfortable being in there for a certain amount of time before I have to go check on the wagon and check on my things. So the city's helped me a little bit with this. It's kind of a creative kind of solution. There's a lot of steps to it, but at the end of the road, there could be a solution where it's just like I have a place, a 5x8 spot where I can dump some crap, and that's better than I think most people could help me with a little bit. So yeah, I'm gonna start working on that once I get inside again a little bit more. My laptop's dead, so I can't really do too much right now, but yeah, a little bit of good came from thinking through some things, trying to come up with some creative solutions. I think the question that the problem that I tried to solve for with this whole thing was, if something were to happen where I lost connection with everybody, like all of a sudden, how could I get back online? Natalie, my main goal right now is to get, it's really complicated. Yes and yes. I'm not going to make it very long in a van. I have some medical shit going on that needs to be addressed. The van is going to happen because I am a person that does not say I'm going to do things and like we don't do it. I'm very, very, very stubborn about those types of things. But I can't get housed either. So like, it's like, I don't know. I'm trying to take baby steps to kind of keep control of some things. I need access to my clothes. I haven't seen my clothes in a year. So I just like, yeah. But the reality is I'm not going to last very long in a van. A van is not going to provide me with the space that I need to get healthy. So I don't know. But it's literally take whatever I can get. The biggest goal here is to try to get inside in whatever way possible. But the reality is right now, you guys, I'm not even getting money for food most days. So just 3.5 weeks ago, I created an emergency fund for food. And then like 7-8 days in, I had to dip into it. And then I replenished it the next day, and then it was gone. Yeah, this has gone on too long. It's gone on way too long. I need to get, me having these attacks, me going to the ER in January completely changed everything about this situation. Completely changed everything. Nights are not easy anymore. They weren't easy to begin with, but they seem a lot easier before I ended up in the hospital. Nights after the hospital are a struggle. Serious struggle. So, yeah, I don't know. I've shaken every branch. I do need to wrap up here in the next 5 to 10, you guys. I don't have enough battery to do like crazy long lives right now. We're running low. So, But yeah, my priority right now is to not lose. I do not want to miss out on this Marvel Rivals opportunity. That is the one thing I would say, out of all the potential opportunities I've been handed, this is one I actually want. So trying to make sure I do not miss out on this opportunity is important. I'm obviously not going to keep myself in the top 10 in streaming hours. That's not going to be possible. But yeah, there's got to be something. There's got to be some way to make a move here. Yeah, anyone else get up to anything fun or good on this Monday? Check in on everybody. Anyone get up to anything good? Work fun? Anything work bad? School? We're in summer session now, huh? Man, this wind. It's so nice today, and then the wind. It's the World Cup where I'm at right now too, Natalie. I'm not watching it. Yeah, tonight I'll sleep in outside. This is night number 3 in a row. It's a joke there. They put new subway cars and they washed off all their graffiti, but everyone knows it's just for the show. Yeah, Natalie. Yeah, it's the same here. Look, the big deal is it's not a big deal. FIFA is a little bit aggressive with some of their sponsorship right endorsements. They're notorious for it. They had to cover up like logos on stadiums here in America. That's how fucking stupid the whole thing is. But yeah, it's honestly, it's fine. America is built to host these types of events. We have the infrastructure for them. It's just a joke where our country is right now and that we're hosting at this time. But that's a conversation for another day. I'm not missing anything. At the end of the road, it's gonna be Spain, Brazil, France. It's who knows, maybe. I mean, I kind of am, Natalie. I like watching Premier League. I don't dislike watching Serie A in Italy. That's pretty fun. Christian Pulisic plays out there right now. I don't watch the Liga in Spain. I don't really watch League One. I don't think League One's competitive. I will watch Champions League as well as Premier League, and then I'll watch the World Cup sometimes. I just like, as mentioned, my BS is in sport management, and I have a lot of feelings about FIFA. If that makes sense. It is incredibly corrupt. Mind you, the International Olympic Organization ain't any better either, so yeah, and it's just like, I'm very pro consumer beneficial businesses. The product and the service that you provide needs to be of intrinsic value to the person that you're providing it to. In the form of FIFA, it's the form of providing quality entertainment. It should not be solely focused on driving the biggest buck into their coffers, while really shunning, it seems, a lot of these athletes out of some of the biggest paydays that they should be entitled to. The talent is in the athletes that put on the show, not in the executives making the decision in boardrooms. And mind you, this is an issue in a lot of big businesses across the globe, but my biggest issue with FIFA is that they do not seem to do anything beneficial to the communities that they go and do business in. They're going to come into a community like Los Angeles here, and they're going to put on the World Cup. How many soccer fields are they going to build in this community so that the youth have an opportunity to recreate on nice grounds? What programs are they going to build for at-risk youth so that kids maybe get off the streets and out of trouble and into a soccer type program? Those are really beneficial type community things that you can develop when you come and do business in an area, and FIFA does not have a very good track record of coming and doing those types of things. Their track record is typically you will change everything about your culture around the immediate vicinity of our event to the way we tell you to, and we will keep 80 to 90% of the money. So it's not really an organization that I have a large amount of respect for, unfortunately. I think in a perfect world I could look past that, but it's gotten to a point where after Brazil it got really bad. They left Brazil in shambles. All those facilities that were built for the Olympics and for the World Cup are just completely dormant now. Almost no one uses them anymore. And they invested millions and millions and millions into the infrastructure that is just no longer needed. It's not really well money spent, in my opinion. Yeah, big World Cup I know going on right now. But I'm gonna hop off. I really gotta conserve battery. I'll drop a line in here, maybe see if there's an opportunity to get indoors here in the next night or two. I can't do too many more nights outdoors without getting clean and trying to do some of those things. So hopefully there's still some help out there. But yeah, we'll try to get indoors, get some more streaming in when we do get to do that. I do not want to miss out on this opportunity. And then I'll try to see if I can put my plan into action with some help from some folks. Yeah, I need to get my things indoors. So, but thanks for hanging out and talking, Natalie. Everyone else, That Boy Jukes, Rose. Thanks for all coming and hanging out tonight, guys. It's great seeing everybody. I'm gonna go find just like maybe a small bite to eat here. And I need to get out of this wind. It's really not pleasant. So thanks again, guys. I appreciate everyone's support too. Thank you all so much. Thanks again, Natalie. Hope everyone has a good night. And yeah, I'll try to catch up with everyone as soon as I can. Take care.